Alright, so what is up guys, it's boy KSLightning with a brand new video for you guys. We're back in AC3. Last episode, we basically, we tried to get to Charles Lee, but by the end of the episode, we faced someone else. We faced Hatham himself. Yes, we killed our father. Now, I don't remember exactly if we saw him completely die, but I do believe he's dead. Because we had the one-on-one conversation with him, and he did fall on the ground. But I'm always like, I don't know. When it's characters like these, I'm always kind of concerned. I'm like, would they really kill him off like that? Would they really? You know? But I guess we'll have to find out that much later. But for now, the goal, of course, with episode 12, the last episode of the main game, is to actually go to Lee himself and kill him. I believe he's already there, which is crazy, by the way. Also,
we gather today to remember a man of peerless vision who sought to change the world. And change the world he did. Look around. Even now, the British prepare to retreat. Their spirits broken, their forces splintered. The Patriot leadership shall soon follow.
hold on.
Either into our service, or into the ground. And then, my friends, all of this will finally be ours. We have Hatham to thank for this. He and all those others who sacrificed for our cause.
I can't run or climb.
But he was not content merely to save the people of America. No. He sought to save those sworn to our destruction. He sought to save the assassins. Aye. It seems a mad thing now. And it cost him his life. The assassins are a cruel and terrible coven. They speak only the language...
Okay, let's go.
He sent me away. That day, at Fort George. He feared for my safety. I should have stayed. He said there was no danger.
He was wrong.
I will kill you, Carter. This I swear. Not here, though. Not today. No. First I'll destroy all you hold dear. I'll burn that homestead of yours to the ground and roast the severed heads of your precious founding fathers in its flames. And when I've finished with them, all the rest will burn as well. Your merry band of assassins, the human refuse that lives on your land, your village and its people, all of it, gone.
You can try, Charles. But as with all your schemes, this too will end in failure.
Get him on his feet. He will wait. He will watch. And then, when he's seen all his life's work brought to ruin, only then will I allow him to die. Take him away.
Okay, so he's clearly dead. Hatham. Hatham is
What do you
clearly dead.
expect?
Oh. Let me open this chest real quick first. Yeah, fuck you, bitches! Oh, okay. Oh. What? Well, failed. What did I do wrong? Oh, I don't have any weapons. Oh, wrong button. Where's my... There you go. Okay, there we go.
Where is Charles Lee gone?
The harbor. To catch a ferry.
Okay. Now let me open this real quick. Naval duck foot. Sure.
Any with information regarding the location of...
There you go. Really? That fast? Fuck. Fuck, bro. My counters are fucking up. There we go. There we go. Wait. Do I... Well, I can't get this boat, so I have to swim all the way over there, I guess. And I can't take that either, so... Fuck it, I guess. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Jesus, that's a villager boat. What the fuck? How is it even possible? It's a full-on house. They say regular kills should be limited, so let's try. can kill 3 people, so it's fine. I'm gonna hold on for a second. Because that guy almost got me. Okay. Okay. Eavesdrop the captain. Okay.
I believe these men meet the requirements.
You believe incorrectly. They're sick and weak. We're looking to build an army, not fill an almshouse.
It would take months to get them into fighting shape. We don't have the time.
No, please. We'll do anything you want. Anything. Only take us with you.
Quiet, well. Your merchandise is useless to us.
Perhaps we should discuss this back in my cabin.
Okay. Boom. Okay, then get him. Thank you. Fucking hell. Fuck. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh.
Sorry to have disappointed.
As you should be. For us to have come all this way for nothing. Tell me now why I shouldn't have you thrown into the sea.
No need to be rash. Only give me a little more time. I'll scour the other ships if I must. I'm certain there are prisoners who will meet your needs.
Very well. You have 2 days.
Thank you.
Present yourself to the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston with the men you've chosen. We shall meet you there along with our master.
Huh. How did that work? That's kind of that's kind of a could I assassinate him? He's a bit far away now. If I did that faster, I would have done it. Damn. I mean, maybe I could still. Okay, let me just. Oh. Hold on. Oh my god. Yo, yo, yo! Wait, what? How does that... Brother, can I run? How did I fail 3 kills? It's only 3. It's only 3. It's just the way he wants it. What the fuck? Yo, that's unfair. I did 3 max, and that's a problem. Okay, so I had only 2. That's good to know. Okay, let's see. Okay, no. I believe we're now going into the last mission. Is it far? It's alright, but I can fast travel there, I think. Yeah. Let's just do it real quick.
If you could spare a bite for us, we'd be in your debt, sir.
The New York Mercury! Get it here!
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing. How far do we need to be? Wait, because... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What? I guess just in Boston itself? Let me just go to Boston. Let's see what happens. I guess the final is just in Boston itself, and just everything in Boston is gonna like trigger it. Or it's right next to me. Nice. And I think this is actually the place where I started with Haytham. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Yep, exactly.
Need something, darling?
No.
Ugh, rude.
Can I help you? You know you can. Pardon?
Oh,
I do not like having my time wasted.
stop that! Oh, don't make me call the guards.
Make a sound and you die.
What do you want? He's in the harbor, at the long pier, most likely. We heard what happened at the parade. Charles got all nervous, said he was leaving the country. I thought he was overreacting. Guess not. No.
Thank you.
Damn. I'm putting fear in his eyes. Lee is scared. As he should be. Connor is no longer the kid he threatened. He's got a much bigger problem now. I could have jumped on the sticks. See a golden shine there, so I'm guessing that's him.
Magistrate Burns is offering a golden guinea for any information leading to the arrest of the nefarious high road horse-stealing ring.
Oh, sad. Thought I could go and assassinate him. Be scared, little buddy. Oh, wait, hold on. Do not shove anyone. Yeah, fuck off. Get the fuck up. Thank you. Really? Oh, oh, oh. Holy shit, brother. This ain't easy at all.
Why do you persist? You put us down, we rise again. You end one plot, we forge another. You try so hard, but it always ends the same. Those who know you think you mad, and this is why. Even those men you sought to save have turned their backs on you. Yet you fight. You resist. Why?
Because no one else will.
Could have reacted though, but okay. Wait. You fell asleep? Really? Really? Yeah, I can't remember, by the way, guys. I'm trying my best.
Rough night, was it?
He headed inland. Took a ferry up the Charles River. I will need passage as well.
Of course. Only say the word.
Wait, is it more than 2 seconds? I thought it was only 3. Only 2. That's more. That's weird. Yeah. And there it is. That's why it's done. I was like, it's actually not sequence, but no. We're done. Charles Lee is dead. Damn. I'm surprised I survived that. I did, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm still fucked from it after 6 months. Holy shit.
Why would they leave this behind?
Wow, they left.
Long have we waited for you to return. You have done as we asked. You have succeeded.
No! I have failed! My people are gone! Chased out by those who I thought would protect them!
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
This?
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look, and then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then, you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
You have saved this place, as was your people's purpose, and that matters most.
It is not enough.
It will never be enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again. Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
Damn. Huh. Yeah, it still baffles me that after 6 months he still feels that in his, like, side. Connor Davenport. Is he talking about himself? Or is there an actual body there? The Sum of Truth. Complete sequence 12. There it is. And I guess that's also the end of the memories then. Ben Franklin painting. Purifier of New York.
I know where the key is. Then let's go.
Achilles, Devonport. Why is hand still bloody? Isn't that like a skeleton right now?
Guess this is it.
We're right behind you.
Alright. Holy shit. I'm actually kind of nervous. Come on, guys. A bit faster now. We placed already all the things last episode. If you haven't seen that, go check it out again. But I think we're here. It should open up.
Moment of truth.
Let's see. Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm blind. Let's go a bit faster, huh? Why is my POV like that?
Yes. Come.
Pause.
Here, at last. You know our story now. Of how we tried. Of how we failed. All our hopes extinguished. Save one. Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait! Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only one?
What the hell is going on here?
You must not free her.
Free her?
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinia and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
If you heed Minerva, the sun will have its way. The ground will crack and spit fire into the skies. All the world will burn. But this does not end the world, merely heralds its arrival. Darkness follows. Then you emerge, resolving to lay a foundation that such a tragedy does not befall the world again.
Why is it so quiet?
You will become a symbol to those who survive. Hope, knowledge, determination. You will inspire them to rebuild, to thrive once more. And as the world heals, so too will humanity. But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory. A legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero, later as a legend, and in time, as a god. It is the cruelest fate to have written words that meant well, and see them made wicked and unwise. What was meant to encourage life, used instead to justify taking it. And so now you see that what was shall be again. So tell me, how is this better? She would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew? This world has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
True. Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
You must not do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Then the consequences of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away from here as you can.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
There isn't time.
Son.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now.
I knew it.
So go.
He's
go!
Sacrificing himself. I knew it. I knew it. There's no way that he wasn't sacrificing himself. Because why would they end Desmond's story? Holy shit, I'm blind.
It's some sort of global aurora borealis. Never seen anything like this before. Eyewitnesses describe electrical storms and erratic displays of unusual weather. Residents are being asked to remain inside and wait for geological surveys are now reporting seismic activity throughout the Ring of Fire. Northeastern Canada is said to be experiencing the largest on record. Satellites and transformers are failing as the flare increases in intensity. Worldwide reports of blackouts seems to be receding. Residual seismic and volcanic activity is being reported, but nothing approaching earlier levels. Obviously, it'll be a while before experts are able to assess the full extent of the damage caused by today's event. But it appears the worst is behind us. We'll be sure to bring you more as this story develops.
It is done. The world is saved. You played your part well, Desmond. But now it's time that I I played mine.
How was that game? That's it? Nah, this bitch. What? So this one just dies and... So this one just dies on the fucking spot. And then she says she's gonna do something. And we don't know what. Great. Fucking love you. Really, Juno. Fuck you. I think it's over. So I'm gonna do my review a little bit. If something plays, I'll stop there. Anyways. Wow. What a game. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how well rated this is with the fans. But for me, this was one of the better. One of the better. I'm not gonna lie. I liked this story so much. I really, really liked it. I liked the approach they did with letting you meet with the villains first through one of the main villains, in a sense, who then later gets a son and obviously becomes assassin, as we saw, right, through the entire story. If you haven't, again, why are you even here? Go check the first video, right? No, but yeah, it is a really interesting take on the story. I don't think we've ever seen it that way. I don't think so far. There's been a parent who is a Templar to their son, in a sense, that becomes, or son or daughter. Yeah, no. But beside, of course, in Odyssey, we have our brother, who's like a part of the Templar, but that wasn't really as big of a deal, in my opinion, as this one. Because in this one, it's really a surprise because you're playing as him and doing all these things that seem to be similar to the assassins. Like I said, like even I didn't even feel I didn't even notice a difference. Beside, the only thing that felt different was that they said the order, right? And that's where I was like, the order. We don't say the order. We say the creed, right? The brotherhood, stuff like that. So that's the only thing I ever noticed that there was a difference. And because of course I knew that there was Connor who spoke, or we play as, and now we're playing as Haytham. I felt that was something gonna change at some point. Either he was gonna die or he was like, you know, a Templar. So that's the only time I really noticed that there was a difference compared to, for example, in Odyssey. You just, you know, it's your brother who's been like abandoned in a sense, so it's kind of normal for him to turn into a Templar, right? In this one, it's not that obvious, which I really like. And you really get a connection because you get like 2 missions, I think, or 3 even, like with your so-called team, right? But you don't realize that you're creating a Templar team in a sense, right? You're just collecting people and you think like, oh, these are assassins, and then it's like a big ass surprise, like bam, the Templars. Which, yeah, I really, 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 really enjoyed that part. But beside that, I mean, if I go like, as I always do in my reviews, like if I go chapter by chapter, story-wise, I believe this is like a 10 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed this. This, for me, easily is similar to the Ezio trilogy story. I'm not gonna lie about it, right? I really enjoyed it. This is a personal favorite, probably, in terms of story, right? I can understand, of course, that people prefer the Ezio story. Sorry for my voice. Again, I'm getting sick. No, I understand that people enjoy the Ezio story more, but you get also a lot more with Ezio, of course, compared to Connor. Connor, you only get like 1 game. Ezio gets 3 games, full-on fleshed-out story. So it's hard to compare. But for one story, to be only one story, I really have this one as my like all-time favorites, for sure. Combat-wise, it was fine. I know that there's a lot of backlash on that, because me and my friend talked about it. Like, people were hating on it because of the fact that the combat seemed too easy. I personally prefer that way. I like when combat is, I wouldn't say challenging. I like when combat is realistic in a sense. Don't get me wrong. I know that in real life, if you're fighting with an axe, if you axe someone, they're most likely dead, right? That's realistic in a sense. But what I mean by realistic here is like when you counter someone, you can almost always one-shot them, right? You counter, you go, bomb, they're dead. But I feel like that makes sense because it would be like when you're fighting someone with just fists, and someone goes like this, and then you put your hand here, they're like open there, right? So then if you go straight in their face, it makes sense that you can hit them. It makes sense that you hurt them, right? But in this case, instead of your fucking fist, you have a blade or an axe, in my case, right? So it makes sense that you one-shot them. And even then, some of them, this music is crazy, some of them didn't even didn't even get one-shot, right? And that's my point, like, that's why I'm saying, like, for me, the combat was actually pretty fucking nice. I really, really, really enjoyed this combat. Sometimes the parrying was a bit off, but that could also be me, so I won't really take points for that. Although, I feel like here the variety of like the stuff I could use was a bit lower. Definitely the weapons that were like limited by a sequence, right? There was a lot of weapons that I couldn't buy because of sequence 10 or 11. By sequence 11, I don't want to buy a weapon anymore. I'm at the end of the game, right? So I don't really buy that anymore. As you notice, I bought one weapon and that's it, with both Haytham and Connor, right? So that's a bit of a letdown, I guess you could say. Like, I would prefer maybe more variety in the weapon and in the weapons, and in general, like, tools, I guess. But that's also again me, because I never really used any of the tools that you do get, right? So it's like a bit of both. But definitely the weapons I do like. The buying weapons is definitely one of the major minuses, I guess you could say, in the combat, because of the fact that you only get certain weapons at certain sequences. You can't buy them whenever the fuck you want to, right? So that's the only thing I can really say. Again, the tools, I'll kind of let it slide because that's just me not using them. Because there were some tools, just, you know, there's never moments where they really make you try it to the point that it could maybe be useful. Like if they make you try it again, I believe it's sometimes more in my head to be using it. That's how I see that. But so I'd say like combat is definitely a 9 out of 10. Definitely. And then movement wise, I feel like the movement was pretty smooth. Maybe a little bit clunkier than what Ezio used to be, but that's hard to compare because, of course, again, Ezio has way more experience. If you look at it lore-wise, it makes so much sense. I get that in a game-wise, it may look like a downgrade because you're like, we're going a game up, but the movement is going down. But you gotta stay in lore. Like, it would be like, you know, it's like playing God of War and be like, I'm playing a god and I don't one-shot enemies. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. You have to have some, like, you know, you have to have some challenge in it. You have to stay true to the lore, but at the same time you have to try and make the game fun, right? So for example, a lore with, for example, in God of War, one-shotting enemies wouldn't make sense because, you know, Kratos being too strong. While here, same thing with here, like, okay, yeah, we do have a better game, but it's a untrained assassin. Like, this is a guy who's a native, right? In trees, he climbs much faster than any other assassin probably ever can, right? Because in trees, that's his home turf. On buildings, Ezio has been doing that for years, for more than like 50 years in a sense, right? Like 30 years he's been doing that, from his like 20s till 50s. He's been running on buildings, climbing buildings, windows, whatever you can think of. When you go with a native person into the buildings, yeah, sure, there was like 10 years maybe between the start and the end. maybe not even, like, I think it's like maximum 10, but like probably lower. Yeah, the experience is not, it's just not there, right? So that's just harder. And also Italy was like way more packed, right? Italy was like building, right? While here was like building, maybe some area, building, some area, like, you know what I mean? It was harder to like connect all the things. So even though the movement did become clunkier in a sense, I do feel like it's still pretty damn good. Definitely not the same as Ezio. Definitely not. And I do feel like with Ezio you do feel a bit more enjoyment because of the fact that it's faster. So I get that it takes a bit from the enjoyment away. That's why I'm not going to compare it as good. I think with Ezio I gave it like at the end like an 8 or a 9. I would probably say like here, if it was an 8, I'll give it like a 7.5. If it was a 9, I'll give it an 8.5. Really, it's just like it's a bit less than the score I gave to Ezio. I don't just remember exactly what I gave it. I would say like it's pretty much the same, just a bit clunkier, which takes away from the enjoyment. But lore-wise, if I think about the lore, and if I think about like how it makes sense to the character, it does make sense. Which is like, yeah, sure. I don't want to take away too many points, and even then, it wasn't that clunky at all. Really, like most of the problems with movement I had was basically me having a fucking struggle, right? So yeah, that's really it. But yeah, beside that, I mean, side character wise, anything there real quick? Because I'm trying to yap as much as possible, of course, to see what comes after this. I would say Achilles was pretty fucking peak. I do like Achilles a lot. I would say, oh, but the thing is, beside Achilles, the other guy, the French guy, became like in the beginning and then kind of like left off. The guy on the boat, the harbor man there, kind of meh. I'd say like a 7 out of 10 for the psych, maybe 6 out of 10 actually, because only Achilles really stayed close to me. George Washington, I would have liked to seen more. I know there's a DLC of him. That's where he probably will shine way more, obviously. So I'm excited to see what happens there. But yeah, so that definitely takes away. If I look at Hatem, of course, it's better. If I look at Hatem's part, I'm like 8 out of 10 because I did like the characters there, like Benjamin Church, Charles Lee. And even Hickey at sometimes I did like him. It was annoying, but I liked him at sometimes. You know, if it's fine. Like once I understood what he was, a Templar for, it makes sense. So then I started like accepting the way that his character was. So if I would look at it like through Hatem's eyes, I would be like 8 out of 10 side character. But because Hatem was the villain, I see it as a different aspect now, and I can't really see them as side characters. I see them as a villain, right? So that's why I'm like not taking those for like the score. Yeah, and then for villain wise, I give it a 10. I like this type of villains. You get to meet them. You get to really see what their purpose is in your team as a Templar, and then you go to the assassin world in a sense, right? You go to Connor and you see what they can mean against you. That's just really that to me really cool. I really like that. So yeah, there I gotta give it a 10. I gotta give it the praise it deserves. But yeah, that's really it for the review. Now, to look at the future of this this game, Tyranny of the Tyranny of George Washington, I think, is a DLC. I am not sure what to expect from that. I believe he's a Templar. I believe George Washington is a Templar. Subject 16 also mentioned that George Washington was a Templar. There was just never proof. That's what Sean said, right? Sean said there was never proof or anything. Plus, he lost his mind. Subject 16. so they basically don't believe him as much. But I do believe that maybe that's not as wrong as they think, because obviously I met Subject 16 in in AC Revelations, and I feel like he would speak the truth, so I don't fully disagree. And that makes sense with the title, like the tyranny of you know, of George Washington. Sounds like it does sound like there is, you know, problems with him, right? And the fact that he wanted to like burn down my village, you know, it kind of kind of speaks for itself that he probably is something evil. But I guess we'll see how that goes. But I think he's a Templar, probably gonna have some, like, a few more side, like the people around him, probably like the guards and stuff, whatever, will be like like assassination I have to do till I get to George himself. We'll see. And then of course we have Liberation coming up after that one. That one is completely off story, so I don't really know what that is all about, because all I know is that it's with some other lady who becomes an assassin, but I'm not sure what her story is or what she really goes all about, so we'll have to see. But yeah, that's really it. I don't know how long this will be going for. Because I don't know what the up about anymore. So I'm gonna end this video real quick, right here. If there's more, I'm gonna come back to y'all, and else I'll just come back to my outro. So yeah, give me just a minute. Okay, guys, we got another trophy. Open the temple door and learn Desmond's fate. That's something we got. So there is indeed more. Wow, color. Damn, bro. You did it, buddy. You did it. Yeah, it's over, buddy. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. There it is, though, guys. The real end. Yeah. Desmond, well, basically dead, I guess. I really wonder if we get an answer to that, like what happens to him there, because yeah, bro, he's just dead. So I wonder how that, you know, finishes, I guess. But yeah. Either way, another end of an episode is here. I'm gonna go straight into the DLC and go and record that episode as well, because I want to see where it goes, man. I want to see if there's more Desmond there, or if it's like completely like before any of this, or is it like in the meantime? I don't know. I want to see how it goes, right? And I think you guys too. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you want to see more of this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.